And we're live on a Mercury Day, giving speeches and all kinds of great stuff. Don't forget, we have a Pluto and Sun sextile. Hey, dude, when we pulled the Sun card yesterday, who would have guessed it was going to be so motherfucking sunny? Holy shit. It's supposed to be 89 degrees here. That shit don't happen till summertime, bro. Really, don't get excited. It's called fucking fake summer. Really? They're faking it. Let's hope so. Good Lord. What's up, everybody? I am the hostess with the mostest, the high priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman. Oh my God. Seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I'm your messenger god, the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. It's right there. Get out of my face. Really? That could be both of them. What am I talking about? Well, in order to keep up with me, you gotta see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. We stopped on these two cards last night. I am gonna go looking for an aqua aura quartz, but they were like, I was looking at the amethyst. They're like, take out your amethyst. I'm like, fuck you. I don't feel like reaching into anywhere to find them. They're all over the place. There's one in that little bag over by the feathers. There's one in my purse. But what I was pointing at was, I call that the sacred heart. Do you see that necklace in front? That purple one? Only people from the very beginning know what that necklace is. It's actually got a story to my family. My aunt Jean bought it for my mother for one of her birthdays. My mother used to collect fucking jewelry and she didn't really actually wear it anywhere. But that's made out of amethyst and I believe jade. But now I'm looking at the color, I'm like, really? It's not the green ones. I'll show you. I haven't used that since the beginning. I kept it away. It has a sacred box. It has a crystal in it, and it has its own Palo Santo in it. I only use that for ceremonies. I hang it during ceremonies. I don't wear it, and I call it the sacred heart. And I was guided to pull it out, and this is in fact amethyst. Shit, I can't. It's pinned by everything else. But if you look really closely, it's not just amethyst. There's green in there. There's jade, I believe. Really? I know it as the sacred feminine. Really? Since the very beginning. And that was before I even learned stones. Really? Okay, so I always tell everybody to get a citrine. That is this crystal. Can you see it? I don't know if you can. See that crystal? The citrine? Citrine is amethyst under more fire. So it's citrine is used for, I use it for Metatron, but it's also used for, it's the one that cuts the crowd. Really, that's the best way I can describe it. You can see it for yourself. Buy one, put it on, and go to the store and watch how people move out of your way. Really? It's one of the biggest ones for protection. Citrine is amethyst, but it's stronger. So amethyst is used for your third eye. It's for all of that stuff. As far as the aqua quartz, I don't have any information. I'm going to go find one. Today, maybe. I said I was, maybe. I'm going up north today, and there's a stone place that they told me about and everything up there, so I might go check them out. They're cheap and stuff. If they don't have it, that's okay. There's plenty of other stone places, but I'm being guided to that store, so even if I don't get a stone from there, there's something I'm coming out of that motherfucker with. It might be the book that I'm looking for, to be honest. I posted that yesterday. We're going to get the Magdalene Ascension book. It's a blue book, and it literally has it has secret geometry on it, and that's where Metatron is connected, and that's why I can't say that I'm leaving Metatron's field. I'm just with her now, and that's where it was. I had to work with different guides in this field. I can't for sure say she's taking me out of this field. Really? But anyways, we were starting with stones. So stones. Why do I have so many stones? What do we use all these stones for? Their power. Your body, as I tried to explain, is a computer switchboard. It's a sonar. It's a link, a star link. And when you connect certain things to it, and that could be people, places, and things, you get certain frequencies come out of you. certain things happen. So some people know stones to work on only a physical level of what they do to your physical body. I know them to be on a much more spiritual level where each of these stones is connected to a god or goddess. And by keeping that, I'm keeping their energy, their protection upon me. But that also has a frequency that runs through your body. So again, I was saying, I can reach over in my purse and show you. I have 2 bags of stones that I carry alone in my purse. And then there's the stones up there. All of my bracelets have stones on them that I carry, and all of my amulets, which makes me think we're going to have to start doing a stone class again. It's been a long time. I carry these. In the beginning, I carried a small bag. Can you see it? Yeah. A small bag, and that's why it's all funky, in my bra. And then I kept getting more. So then I got another separate bag. I kept them all together, but then I have a separate bag that I carry. This is in my purse at all time, but I used to keep them on my fucking person. Really? Those ones over there, the ones that are in front of us are, of course, Lumerian lights, Lumerian seed clear quartz crystals. They have secret indentations that help you work with shadow work. Really? That's why those stay there at the moon cycles at all times. I always pull those out. Now these ones over here, oh, thanks. It's a crazy mix. But these aren't it. I have another separate mix in my ritual bag that I carry. These are all kinds of different ones. There's the Moss Agate. This is the one I tried to tell you about last night. This one and this one. This one is 6,000 years old. This one is 600 years old. They're from my homeland. I'm the Morgan. This is from my land, so I can connect back to my land through these. Okay? Lapis Lazulis is protection, but that's Archangel Michael. I have this in my car. I have them all over the fucking place. Smoky quartz. What is this? I forgot what that one is. Tiger's eye. More tiger's eye. Really? Because some of them were on my altar. This is a hagstone. I'm not sure if this is fluorite or what that is. I can't remember all of them. No, this one's from China. There's more of them. They're all in there. Seriously? Yeah. And then I have this one. Okay, so what happened? I have these sacred ones that I carry in my ritual bag. And those ones are all kinds of crazy ones from that they shouldn't have had. What happened? I can tell this story now, but I was up in Wisconsin and I was babysitting the kids. The parents went out. We were showing them my stones, and then they brought up all these boxes from the garage. What happened? One of their family members had fucking jacked one of the mineral shows that come here to Denver, and had boxes and boxes of these fucking stones. So me and the kids got together, and I seriously started breaking these stones and taking shreds of all these stones. Are you serious? I swear to God, bro. I guess technically it's stolen goods. Technically. I don't know. It's just the story, and nobody can prove it, I suppose. But there's that bag. I use them for sacred ceremonies, so like you'll see them, and I'll do it for full moons and shit. Give me a second. I haven't pulled out all of my stuff. Look at it. I'm gonna do it. This was I have ritual bags all over the fucking place. Just gonna show you. It's been a long time since I showed people my shit. Okay. Give me a second. All right, this is one of my ritual bags. This was my very first ritual bag. It keeps inside of it a very special blend of crazy shit. All of them look messy, but they're not. They're not messy by no means. Okay, so this one has some candles. This is where I keep all my little bottles, but I'm kind of running little on those. Really? Yeah. And it has a special blend inside of there. There's graveyard dirt. There's some sage. There's a mix of stuff. It's a very special blend. This is what I started carrying in the very beginning. This is the one that I do for very special rituals. This one's filled. This is a ritual bag. All of these are ritual bags. I grab them for different ceremonies and different things. These are just tea bags. These, I believe this is my cactus that I took. Yep. I have all kinds of weird stuff. Really? Why? Because herbs and oils, bro. Now this is a very sacred bag that you'll see. That's what I was trying to get to. At most of my really intense rituals. Really? I have my graveyard dirt from Red Rocks. This is Red Rocks graveyard dirt. I have my holy water from Mother Cabrini Shrine. Bought this in the very beginning. I didn't know why I would carry such a thing. And these, this is the blend. This is that blend at the bottom of that purse. I started carrying that blend, so I didn't always have to carry that purse. Really? Yeah, it's dirty, but there's a reason. And then these are the stones. There's all kinds of, as I said, green ones, but there's all kinds of them. There's Apache tears, that's what that is. There's all kinds of crazy ones that I broke up and I shoved in there. Really? Some of them you're not, you know what I mean? They're worth unbelievable amounts of money. But they're used for accessing portals and stuff. So I place stuff out when I'm doing Sabbath rituals. Not all my full moon rituals, but when I'm going to sacred lands or if I'm going to like this time I'm going to go to the cemetery that's near my house. I've never been. I knew I would have to do that. And those are kind of, that's a first time thing. The cemeteries are guided to watch out for people like us. They don't want loiterers or anybody doing vandalizing, disrupting the dead, right? So the first time I was called, I asked people, I was like, how do you do this? Like, you got to do it carefully. And so really, I mean, first off, it's frowned upon in the 3D world, but you're also messing with the 5D world. So it's something you can't just walk into and be part of, bro. There's initiation to this bullshit. And this bag is so tight, I have to place everything one by one in order for it to fit perfectly. I can't shove shit. This is where I found my full moon fucking juice. I was like, where the fuck is that at? I just pulled it out. It's right there. I need to put it back in here. Telemarketing. Telemarketing. This is telemarketing. Who the fuck is telemarketing me? Anyways, moving on. Yeah, I have all of these, and that's not even my herb blends. And then in here, I keep my little offerings for animals and shit. There's all kinds of crazy shit in this bag. I have lots of them. I have lots of bags that I keep lots of ceremonial stuff. When it started, absolutely not. Hold on a second. Apologies. I should probably put that on Do Not Disturb, but I am occasionally, I have to leave the option for the unexpected. Really? I'm never expecting a call. So I have to, give that opportunity. Really? Yeah. So let's get back to stones. These are called the Crystal Mandala Oracles. And through here, we learn all of the ascending masters, the archangels, and the goddesses. The point of it is to understand we're working with stones. So these cards were, I didn't purchase them brand new. They were on the discount, and that's because people couldn't work with these properly. In order to properly work, as a tarot reader, they have all these cards that come in and shit, and people can use them. They have display cards and shit. They gave these up because people weren't buying them, and the reason why is because there's more to it. And that's what I really hate about tarot readers that try to use oracles. You didn't even take the fucking time to understand what this means. So in order to use these properly is to actually have the stones. Truly, yeah. You need this. You don't need the stones. Like for me, I don't need it because I charge the stone with my own energy. At the end of each of these, I put my energy. I have open chakras. These are used so that when you come to me and you pull this fucking card, I know that God, that you're at the level of spiritual connection. So what I'm going to do is have you hold this card. I'm going to give you an amethyst. I know exactly what you need in your ascension. Just like me, what do I need? I need an aqua aura quartz. This is what I need for my next level. This is going to help me access it. Along with that, I need the oils and the herbs. As a magician, you learn how to use the basic elements to access this energy. Do you understand? And that is where witchcraft becomes practical. It becomes real. What am I going to do? I'm going to go get a Mary Magdalene oil to anoint my third eye. Now, for those that don't have an open third eye, I would be giving you a amethyst to open your third eye. Now, as far as a Saint Germain oil, not necessarily just any oil. We could start with a third eye oil, but because we're going into Beltane, that would be a good one. I tried to give the Seronis to the men. Really, I tried to anoint Bobby with the Seronis. There's been men along the way that I've anointed with my oils. Really, depending on where you are right now, you could be using an Aries oil, and that's anointing your third eye, meaning your visions are aligned with that of the Aries energy. Okay, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use the herb blend, which is probably they put together their own little fucking, what do they call them, incense blends. They already have these incense blends that they usually put together. If not, I can look it up and see what to use with Mary Magdalene, which right away we know roses. Anything with the divine feminine, and especially in the positive, is always roses. But then there's a mix to it, really. And that's what happened when I went into my Persephone. I went and I made a special blend that's in my car, the Return to the Underworld. There's special herbs that you use to work with them. So if you want to work with Jesus, which is also in my car, frankincense, myrrh. Seriously, right now I was also supposed to, I'm led to get some jasmine. I have jasmine oil, but we use these. We're calling them in using their frequencies. We're bringing this essence into us, and that's why herbal remedies are always good. And then it's not just limited to that, really. And that's how you keep in the in specific energies, really. So I have the Pallades oil there. Why? Because we're aligned with the Pallades. I have the Aquarius oil over there. I have full moon oil because we're getting ready for the full moon again. You can always use a Lilith oil for any of the moon cycles because Lilith is part of the full moon. Really, it's basically the same oil. I have my Kanyan over on the left side up there. I don't have my Isis oil out. As we were working with Neptune, I had the Neptune oil out. That's how you do all of this, realistically. So I'm going to give you a message, but it's more than just a message. And that's where it is. Take 2 of these and call me in a week, which is, all right, you come to me, and that's the witch doctor. All right, you're going to need one of these stones. I'm going to anoint you. I'm going to bless you by burning these special herbs around you. And I'm going to send you on your spiritual little way. Really? Yeah. And that's the same as an ancient, I'm saying the teepee. You know what I mean? You're going to come into my tent. We're going to smoke a little something. I'm going to, you know what I mean? We're going to listen to some stuff. I'm going to teach you some stuff. We're going to change your frequency. And now you got to go back into the world with what I've given you. Really? What's the cost of this? Nothing. Just be a better person. People always ask, how much does it cost? It costs nothing to be a better person. God provides this service to you through me. Promise. I promise. It costs nothing, bro. If you need help, then go to get help. I'm not one of these government organizations that is trying to make a profit. I am a prophet. I'm trying to make a profit. I am a prophet. Moving on. Yes. All right. So let's talk about divine alchemy and your spiritual connection. And that's what it is. Da-da. Really? We're going to go find these stones. My kids had an appointment this afternoon. I don't know why I did all this. God does this just to fuck with me. I knew I couldn't get them in during. I don't know why I didn't just. I don't like to take them out of school for no stupid reason unless it's a stupid reason that God says. So, anyways, I made this appointment for after school. But then I looked at the time of when they get dropped off, and I'm like, dude, this is gonna be too tight because of the traffic. So I was like, all right, trying to figure it out, and then I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning, I was like, fine, I'll just keep you guys home and we'll just figure it out. I'm pretty sure that by doing this, I can call them and get them in earlier. So I'm going on a venture with the kids. But the whole point of this is so that I can take care of some of this too. That's what's so funny. I had an appointment to do all this bullshit. Well, I mean, I had an appointment, and then yesterday I got the download of where to go to get this stupid stone. Really? I'm almost positive it's there. Why there? I don't know, because I haven't been up there and I don't like to, and there's probably something else. I could probably kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get the book there too. Right? Really? Instead of going to Isis, but I still need to go to Isis for the oils and the blends. I'm trying to tell you. Really? Yeah, these damn stores are all over the place. Do you guys have spiritual stores? It's kind of my favorite thing about Colorado. They're all over the place. Really? Come on, I'll take you spiritual shopping. All right, where are we at? 24 and 27. I went to the 30s. 30, dirty 30s. I had some funny downloads this morning. I was laughing about all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, 117. You gonna call me again? I feel like it, dude. I feel like there's nothing I can do to avoid this bullshit. I feel like this is bullshit. Alchemists are often being considered be have also often been considered eccentric. Hey Russ, turn up the volume, Mr. Alchemist. What have you ever alchemized in your life? What have you ever manifested in your life? Go get your little friend Big Sean and everybody else that thinks they're fucking alchemists and manifestors. Bring them all to the table. Bring them out. Bring them out. Oh, I'm funny. All right. They appear to labor on tasks the mainstream either don't comprehend or consider impossible. That's where you send me. There she goes again, wasting another day of her life being an idiot. You're being an idiot. That's exactly what I think of you when the sun comes up. I think about you getting ready and going to work today. Really? I think about it every morning. Think about what you guys are doing this morning as I'm doing. It's like I think about how my freedom of the day, and then I think about your persecution of the day, and it's sad. Really, especially Bobby. Oh shit, it's gonna be 90 degrees. Your balls are gonna be sweating today, buddy. Really, redneck. Do you hate me? That was the idea. Is it working? Anyways, I'd be feeling sorry for him. It'd be cold. It'd be hot. I'm like, ugh, you're just out there, just slave working, just out in the sun, out in the cold, out in the ditches. I'm like, damn, dude, why did God do this to you? I was like, never mind. You did it to yourself, trying to look cool to your family. Really? I saw your mom's YouTube channel. Whoa, bro. Whoa. First off, thank goodness she shut down whatever she had going with those 1,000 people. Jesus Christ. That was your mother? That's your mother? Oh, fuck me. Now I know you and your brother don't talk to this woman. Holy moly. Well, hey, I love you, dude. It's okay. We all had some really great mothers, didn't we? These motherfuckers, weren't they, though? Son of a motherfucker. Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. You can feel the anxiety off her. Does she take medication? She should. She should. You can feel it, bro. She's a rager. Was she violent with you? I could feel it. Sorry. She said she used to always talk about her family. Was she talking about you as bad as I was? You must hate YouTube. Fucking YouTube destroyed my life, I guess. Oh, man. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. You guys don't comprehend what I'm doing with my day, and I have no idea what you're doing with yours. What are you doing today, Russ? You're gonna go take a swim in the pool? You're gonna take pictures of yourself? You're gonna like make yourself a male model or something? Are you gonna, do another video for this hairline product while your hairline is running to the back of your head? Russ, promise. I can't promise that. I think that if I hung out with you, I wouldn't burn you all the time. I might think it. I don't know if I'd say it. It could be interesting. Maybe if I saw you cry, I would stop. I hurt your feelings, Russ. What do you think Russ is doing today? Try not to. This guy, he's probably not even awake yet. What time do you think Russ gets up? That's a funny thought right there. Russ has been unemployed his whole life. What do you think he does all day? He used to go to the gym and, work out and work out. Put on the bikini, Russ. Go for a swim. I want to take a picture of this. Picture me rolling. Come on, Russ. Let's go hang out at the pool. I don't know who's going to look weirder in the pool, me or you. Shouldn't be taking pictures of either of us in the pool. I love you, Russ. I swear I do. You're a fun thought in my head. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably chewing on his toenails. They appear to labor on tasks the mainstream do. That's what's like, what are you doing today? I'm looking for a stone, some oils, and some herbs. Really? Yeah, and I'm gonna go get my kids' eyes checked, and they don't know it, but I'm gonna drive over to the dentist too. The fucking dentist, I can't never keep their number. I go to this specific dentist. Why? You wanna know the truth? They put my kids to sleep. My kids have never been awake for a fucking dental procedure. She is 15 years old and she has never felt what it feels like to have a needle put in her gums. And I'd like to keep it that way. Seriously? Yeah. So I'm going to go to this place. It's covered by Medicaid. Really? Yeah, it's up on it's across the street from that Walmart that got shot up in Thornton. Why did you say that? Because people know that across the world. It was all over the news. Remember that Walmart? Yeah, in Thornton. It's on Grant. There, it used to be this weird Treasure Dental, and they had like this fucking big ass. They had this like big ass boat inside of there that the kids would play on. I went to their sister location, which was over in Reunion in Commerce City. That's off of 120th and like Tower. And they do. They figure it out what the kids need, and then they bring them in. They give them some sleepy juice. They put them to sleep. They do all the work, and then they wheel them out to you, and you just take them home. Seriously, my daughter has had dental stuff like that ever since she was little. She's had it done like that. My son really didn't have any, but I'm pretty sure they need some dental work, and it's better just put him to sleep. So that's why I put it off. She's ready for braces, and they can't put her to sleep for that, I don't think. That's a whole orthodontist, but I've been trying to avoid that their whole lives. Really? Yeah, so they don't know, but I'm going to go make them a dentist appointment too. So I'm doing real life shit. Really? Life is shit. Anyways, yet the alchemists of the old and the modern day spiritual alchemists are the ones who see reality most clearly and understand divine power most accurately. They know the healing transformational power of divine energy is beyond any limitations the mind can conceive. And that's why you got to tell your mind's like, no, this is fake. Dude, if you watch me all day, you'll be like, dude, she is fucking crazy. You don't see it, but that's what it is. Seeing is believing. When I create energy, I'm like a tuning fork. When I sit outside and I create energy and I push it across the planet, you can't see me. You can't shut up, huh? You can't see what I'm doing because I'm working with the unseen. But because you can't see it doesn't mean that I'm not having an effect. And that's what it is. The mind it can't perceive it. You could look at me and say, "What are you doing?" I said, "All right, watch me. I'm creating watch. I'm creating a pentagram. And I have to do this 3 times. Okay, now I'm going to turn the pentagram into my hand. Can you see it? Imagine the pentagram in my hand. Is it standing up or is it flat like a coin? It's standing up. Now flatten it. All right, now I'm going to expand it and make it big. How big? As big as I want it. I'm making it big like a pizza. I'm floating it. Okay, now I'm going to push it up. 1, 2, 3. How high is it? It's only about 30 feet. I have to push it with my mind all the way up. Now it's in the air. Where do I want this to go? And then I have to tell it where to go. And I use my hands to push the air to push this pentagram. What's in the pentagram? Depends on what I put in it. What am I putting in it? All kinds of good stuff. And I send it to places. And that's if I sit still. If not, I can just jump out of my body astrally while I'm sitting there and I can travel and just spread the energy myself. But that's draining. Really? Mm-hmm. When I come sitting down, I was like, all right, I'm going to take a nap now. Really? Mm-hmm. All right, moving back. That's just it. The mind doesn't know what I'm doing. I can explain it to you, but you have to visualize it. All of this is visualization. But those of us that know what you know what I mean? They can see. I know what she's doing. This is why they never assume that something is impossible and they are open to the workings of divine will and how healing can best happen, which is not always the way one might expect. They do not see reality as fixed and the material world as solid and impenetrable changing form as a solid impenetrable unchanging form. And that's where it is. Your reality is not real. It can shift all the time by your perception. You can see what was solid, and then God comes in, opens your eyes, and now your whole foundation has been rocked. The world you live in is not even real anymore. And you have to create a new reality. Really? You'll start to understand that when you start going through these, you know what I mean, paradigm shifts and, time jumps. Really? Yeah. They know that all creation is energy and energy can change form. When higher conscious is applied to the energy, the form which evolves is one of the shining divine beauty. And that's where it is. You're become There's a higher power that's coming into you and it's pushing you into transformation. Everyone? No. It comes in small doses. I mean, there's mass awakenings. Really? Yeah, because they can't wake everyone up at the same time because then they're in charge of everyone at the same time. Really? No, they've been waking people up for a long time. And that's where, like, there's some people, I'm seeing Dolores Cannon. She was just studying hypnosis and they woke her up. The woman that wrote my Palladium book was studying the the brain patterning of dolphins and it woke her up. Dan Chesborough, who runs the Melchizedek order, was 33 on his birthday and they woke him up. I was 49. I mean 39 when they woke me up. People just wake up, bro, and it doesn't matter any age. It goes back to Joan of Arc. She at 13 the angels started coming to her and preparing her for, what I mean, what she was going to do. She still didn't have a plan, and that's what people don't understand. We're guided by the Holy Spirit one step at a time. One step at a time. We know what we're here to do. We know what the big plan is, but that's just, we're taking steps into it. We're, mastering the plan. Really? Yeah, I just want to point that out. The solid task of divine alchemists, whether they think of themselves in those terms or not, is to repair the damage that fear based consciousness has generated in the world. That's what I am, and that's why I'm a master alchemist. I take all of the experiences that I had and I alchemize them into a positive word for those that have experienced such things, which is what? Eliminating the fear based conscious that we have towards things. Something bad happened to us, and now we fear the bad. I teach you how to overcome the fear and go back out there again and face it. And that's what I'm doing myself. Realistically, oh man, today was a funny day. It's like, dude, now I'm tested with, not lust, but a knowing. I know I could have any man I want and more than one. It's like why I always have. That's why they're all here. I had multiple fucking spouses. Really? I'm the definition of polygamy. I had many husbands. Really? Many. And that's where men thought they could have many women. That's where they got the idea from. Seriously, there was no man that had many women. It was I that had many men. Many men wish death upon. Shut up, you and your goofy friend. Anyways, I don't like him. You don't like 50 Cent? I don't like Curtis. He's an idiot. I don't like most of Marshall's friends, to be honest. He's a shit talker. He's out there gossiping and shit. I don't like that dude. He's a whole bitch. Really? No, he's too much of a bitch, bro. I like dudes that are dudes, not dudes that are chicks. This is a chick with a dick. Sorry. You've seen his earrings and his necklace and all his little rings? He's so pretty. He gets his fingers done too. Sorry, going on to that. That's what we're supposed to do. A divine alchemist may do this with a focus on environmental or socio-economic issues, and through the arts, creative expression, healing works with the body, mind, and soul, or through cooking and education about nourishment. Alchemists may do their work on a greater human collective powerfully but behind the scenes. They may do this by bringing higher consciousness into their own being. Stop right there. Your mother's looking for validation for her fucking. I saw it. It was 3 fucking videos. I only watched 2 of them and got irritated. She's looking for validation. She's looking for people that think like her. She wants to have awkward conversations and look for people to validate her way of thinking, is what I seen. Really? Yeah. And I seen that she did a failed attempt to try to bring herself back. But that's what she said. I used to have a channel and this and that, and let's talk about shit. But the shit she's talking about, she's looking for fucking low vibrational thinkers like herself. She's not looking for someone to elevate the conversation. Who fucking labels a video white only communities? I told you, bro. I told you before I even knew you that you guys are fucking racist supremacists. And it came from your mother. How dare her? And then she pretends to be friends with blacks and Mexicans. You cannot, bro. You're such a fake liar, bro. And it shows in your voters' registration. You do not respect black people or Mexicans or Venezuelans or any type of immigrancy or other color if you support Trump. And I motherfucking said it. If you are a black person and you support Trump, that means you hate white people and you hate Mexicans and you hate Asians and you hate Iran and you hate Israel and you hate the fucking Jews and you're a hater. Going back to Mr. Plum. He may not hate, but he fucking sure as fuck fears the black community. 70 something years old and fears the fuck out of them. My dad hates his own. Anybody that supports him is a vote of hatred towards a minority or race of our own. It's 100% provable, bro. Now, am I okay with this? Not necessarily, but when you take into consideration that a larger group of America, because that's how he won, majority of Americans are haters. If you look at it like that, then okay, that makes sense. Then you ask, why do they hate them? Because they fear them. They hate what they don't understand. So then we can calm it down a little bit more. I'd love to move you into a fucking hood, into the projects with all black people and watch you fucking squirm in your fucking worm. Or is it that you were the only white people in an all Mexican neighborhood and now you feel like you're a fucking minority and you can talk about people? My name's Lilith. I stand for equality. This is a very difficult one for me, but it's all around us. It's so fucking real. It's pathetic. I'm just going back to this is people want people to validate their stupid thoughts, the way they live. They don't want somebody to come in and tell them you're living wrong and you need to step up your shit. Stop thinking like that. Stop acting like that. Stop talking like that. I'm that bitch. Let it brew, bro. I'm going to show up in that comments, bro. I'm going to show up in that cunt's comments, bro. It won't. I could have showed up in her DMs on fucking Facebook. What a cunt. And that's where it is. I meet the truth and I see what happened. Jesus Christ. You can tell she's a cunt by what she posted about her mother. I saw that too. The Holy Spirit tells me to go look at things. Are you a stalker? No. I really don't want any of this inside of me. What is it? The more you know, the more you have compassion for, I suppose. Sometimes I wonder, you know, if the Spirit didn't tell me to go look at Dre, I would have never, ever thought about him again. And the Spirit showed me him dying. They showed me his dying days. I never thought about Dre. Not really. And then the Spirit said, go look. And he was dying in the hospital. I watched him die. I watched people say goodbye to him. I watched something happened inside of me because of that. Not just his dying process, but the people that came out and posted about him after he died and stuff. I got to, for the first time in my spiritual being, witness the death near me. Someone I knew and how it affected others. Really? It was quite interesting. And that's where it is like, you know, going back to Tree. If they wouldn't have put me on Tree's page and showed me that Tree was out there lying in the name of Christ and doing all this and make me attack him and show him that he was being seen, he wouldn't have stopped. He thought he was getting away with some shit. He thought nobody saw and he could be out there being fake as fuck, you know, saying that he was a son of God. What happened to you running around saying you were a shaman when I first met you and you were going to be Denver's biggest rapper while you was on cocaine and selling me mushrooms? Shut up, bro. Where are you at now? Where are you at now? Pushing boxes? And that's where it is. It's like, no, God brings me to things so that He makes them, they're important in the spiritual world. And so He puts them on my radar. I'm the most not paying attention to shit bitch. Really? Mm-mm. I got into watching these reels of cooking. I watch a lot of those lately. Really? Before that, I was watching art. But no, sometimes I'll get on Netflix and I watched a documentary the other day about I don't remember who he was. It was a whole big hedge fund thing. I watched that. I think it was Murdoch or some shit. Yeah, that's it. I'm not even. God puts things on my page. He puts things, you know what I mean, in my awareness. And sometimes I'd be wondering, like, why the fuck am I even looking at this? Everything that's put into my life is ordained and organized to have a conversation or to learn a lesson or something like that. Really? To understand the apple, you got to understand the tree, I suppose. I don't think about shit until it's in, and that's why I try to teach you guys. Stop putting your eyes on shit. Stop listening to shit. If I see something, I usually have to I process it. How did this make me feel putting my eyes on this? So I try not to put my eyes on nothing. I keep my eyes on God because everything makes me feel some type of way. And I tried to explain that to you. That's why I don't like to go out in public. Just looking at you is making me uncomfortable. That says something about me, not you. And that's because I don't feel comfort around certain people. I just got to work on that. And that's something that every one of us have to work on for all different reasons. But I see more than what meets the eye. Really? I could see what you did last summer. mm, more than that. More than that. Anyways, going back to this, what were we talking about? Alchemists may do their work for greater human collective powerful behind the scenes. They do this by bringing higher conscious into their own being and then allowing that to permeate in their work um, in the corporate, financial, legal, or political sector, or in the worlds of marketing and media, where they elevate spiritual frequency is so very needed at this time. And that's what I do. I market healing, alchemy, at no cost at all. Really, I teach you completely all of this. No matter what realm you enter, your soul has the ability to trigger alchemical change. And that's what happens when my soul enters into the past, they recognize me. They know I'm there. They sense me. When I'm visiting past timelines, confirmation, they recognize that I'm there. They can feel me. They can sense me. If I leave and I astrally travel to go visit my twin flames or anybody, they after a minute they know I'm in the room and I leave. I'm not like a ghost that hangs. I've come to say hi, only to so that you could feel my presence. Once it's felt, I'm gone. Really? You guys know when I'm in the room. You can sense it, and then I'm gone. Really? Mm-hmm. And that's where I was. Where's Russ? Let me go check on Russ. And that's it. I can get to Russ and be around him. Was he in any of those places? No. He wasn't. Oh man, this is my own fault. Hold on 1 second. I gotta turn this fucking thing. My daughter taught me how to do this, and I haven't done it. Where's disturb? Do not disturb. There we go. Sorry, people don't usually disturb me. It's a Wednesday. They're disturbing my peace. I don't know. Moving on. Um, no matter what realm, whether you are always conscious of it or not, your presence is helping to repair bodies. This shouldn't be happening. Bastards. I'm kind of mad about this. Really? Whether you are always conscious of it or not, your presence is helping to repair bodies, minds, hearts, and souls from the terror that has been conditioned into them over lifetimes. You are helping to heal the doubt, fear based habits, and self destructive behavioral patterns that plague human collective psyche. That's what I do here. I teach you all of this. And I'm grateful to be able to do this. As I see this, it's like, I teach even Marshall. I help him heal his doubt, his fear based habits, and his self destructive behavioral patterns. I'm trying to help somebody like Kanye West. Guys, I know in the beginning I looked crazy, but what was crazy is how much God loves you. He sent me to help you so you could help the world. I told you this from the very beginning. God knew what you needed. You needed someone to guide you out of that, and that's what I'm here to do. And once you get out, you're going to guide everyone else out of that stupid mindset. Kanye already was trying to make people woke. He already had it, bro. He got in it and he lost it. He can find it again. He just has to lose the ego. But I've shown you in 3 years how difficult it is. And Kanye's got one big ass ego. When you have everybody in your brain, on your side telling you and pumping you up, it's hard for you to break yourself down. They've told you what you are, and God's trying to tell you what He wants you to be. And it's hard to go against that. God had a great plan for Kanye when He wanted him to start those churches and music. I think about it now, He was preparing you for me, dude. You would have already had the churches for me to come in and teach these people, bro. You had the music ready. We had it going, dude. I need you to open up shop again. We need to get this done. We need these, you know what I mean? I need you guys, God needs you to heal yourselves so you can heal this world. You knew from the beginning why He chose you. I told you the beginning. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to show you how to do it. And we collectively, you with all your following and power, and me with my abilities, are going to change this motherfucking world. The change starts with you in your household, in your mind, in your life, with your lovers, your friends, your family, your jobs. The change starts with each of us individually. Then we can come together collectively and share our story as a group. But right now, we're individually fighting this group, you know what I mean, contract. Get with it. I can hear, I hear such a sad voice to hear. I hear Lewis. There's still more I want to do. Fuck you, Lewis. Fuck you, Lewis. There's more I wanted to do. There's more we can do. We're not limited to what we can do. We have to do this too. And by doing this, we'll be limitless. It's very selfish, Lewis. But I feel it too. There's plenty I wanted to do with my life before I gave it to God. I did not know that. But we're not giving up our life. We're giving other people life by giving up our pain and our suffering and our bad habits, our self destructive patterns. We're not giving up our lives. We're giving up what's no longer necessary in our lives. I'm not mad at you, bro. I feel it. That's the problem with all of us. Russ don't want to give up what he's worked so hard for. None of us wanted to. Kanye didn't want to lose. None of us wanted to, but we're not losing. That's what you see it as. We're not losing. We're putting it down so we can pick up something bigger. You're never going to lose what you've already built. Nobody can take away what we were. But nobody can stop what we're becoming. If you keep being what you are, then you're no more than competing with what everyone else is. Become more than what people are and teach them how to become like you instead of you competing with them. I'm repeating myself. I feel like somebody just scratched the record. I just said this yesterday. Bobby, I'll lose everything. What? The shit that makes you unhappy? You can't lose your children. God would never take away your children. He'll never take away the things that mean most to you because He gave those things to you. It's true. Nobody wants to give. I was right at the tip of the beginning of my music, bro. It was my dream. I know what you're talking about, bro. I had dreams. I had a life. I had a plan. But now I have so much more, which is peace, direction, freedom, the ability to just live without struggle, without worry, without the menacing thoughts, without competition, jealousy, loneliness. lack. You're not giving up anything, you're just putting it down. You can always pick it back up. In the sense of most of us, our music will never stop being great songwriters. We can always drop a beat and do this, but let's do something more. Let's write a better song. Let's have something to write about when we pick up the pen and paper this time. Let's sing God's praises instead of life's woes. Like, whoa. Really? Hey, guys, come on, dude. Fuck. It's day one again. Many are called, few are chosen. Few choose to do it, dude. We've got to show them it can be done. Show them why you're a leader. Lead them, bro. I'm seeing fucking Logic. He started, bro. He started it. He started the ministry. He started the podcast. He started the healing. But people were coming at him funny. Mike Studd started it. He started spreading spirituality. He started, people were coming at him funny. Remember, I was in your comments yelling at people, getting all crazy at people because you were trying to spread news of chakras and shit. I was so proud of you. God was so proud of you. Fucking Russ tried to come out and said I wasn't going to let the devil get me no more. And he's out there fucking getting drunk all the fucking time and shit. Why? Because it wasn't popular to who you are. You can't really be cool being godly. You mean if I talk about Jesus, I won't get paid? Kinda. You're taken care of, but not paid. Guys, there's no higher honor than to lead mankind into a new world instead of sitting here fighting with them for the scraps of this world. God needed you. He still needs you. I still need you. You are still very powerful and you still have purpose and you still can make a huge impact in the world we live in. Not just your peers, but people older than us and the new generation. You can be known for all generations and not for your music, but because of your actual leadership skills to teach people how to walk a better walk and talk a better talk. You can't do that when you're walking with the crowds and you're talking like everybody else. Why do you think God brought me here? To teach you this, because I am this. And so are you. You have Lilith inside of you. Your skin has become afraid of what your spirit can do. But your spirit is calling you to do great things, guys. I'm not just talking to my 12. It talks to you all day. I spend most of my teachings trying to teach you how God talks to you. What those birds mean. What this weather means. What that song on the radio means. That he's literally talking to you through that commercial. That feeling is real. When people come up to me, all I do is confirm what God's been telling them. They think that I am so psychic and shit. It's like, no. I know he's talking to you. I know what he's trying to show you because it's there. And that's it. They're like, I know something. No, I know God. And I just come to confirm that little voice inside of you that you're denying, which is God. It's in your own voice. How can you deny your own voice, dude? It comes out in your own voice inside of you. It's not like, this is God. No, it's your own voice telling you. And that's where you have Pac on one shoulder and just kidding. Fuck him up, fuck him up. First off, fuck your, just, Pac, stop. Not right now. We'll tell the next one. We're going to tell all of these motherfuckers. He's helpful. Just not this one. We tell them, not these guys, these guys. Oh, okay. That's where you redirect the energy. That's a helpful message, just not to everybody. This one is not for you. Sorry, love you guys. Moving on. No matter what realm, what realm are we in? Who's your master? You mean like Jesus? Who's your guys' favorite ascending master so far? We've gone through a lot of them. Who's your favorite? Really? Who do you love? Is what I heard. We have so many of them. Pick one. Pick one. God. Pick a god. Any god. Aries. You don't even know Aries. It's stupid. We haven't even. You don't even know the god of fucking war. The stupid god to praise. Really stupid. Men are from Mars. Moving on. Aries. That was a dumb answer. I know where that came from. God. Happy birthday, Aries. No matter what realm, yeah, come back to Earth. You are here to apply love, higher understanding, and wisdom to the world. In the application of that higher conscious, alchemy begins. And in time, genuine divine beauty arises up. And that's how do you do this? How do you do it? You share your thoughts. You share your wisdom. You share your true feelings about things. That's where I started talking shit about Bobby's mom. She put these 3 videos on there. It's like, this is how you think, and you want people to share these thoughts with you. I'm going to get in here and argue with you all the way, bitch. Like, I do not think like you. And that's where we're supposed to understand how people think. Where did you come up with that shit? Just kidding. Sorry. I'm a little, my IQ is a little out there. All right, moving on. Genuine divine beauty rises up from sacred fires of transformation. The ugly duckling realizes it's a swan. Oh, look at me. Look at me. Really? Yeah. And I just want to point out that's that big white feather. No, is it a swan? Is it a crane? I have a crane. One is a crane. I think that's the one over there. Is that one's a crane? And then I got a swan in my car. Really? One. I don't know. The ugly duckling realizes it's a swan. Alchemy always starts with the alchemist. It is will and belief that empowers the alchemist to continue their sacred work, even if it's misunderstood or diminished by those that do not know any better. When the oracle shut up. I swear to God, bro. Who took my number? Changing my number. I always say that, but it costs $25 and I'd be like, I don't want to pay for this. Pay for my own problems. Because then I got to call the people that did need my number and tell them I changed it. When the oracle of divine alchemy comes to you, you are being advised that something in your world, perhaps even your body, is going to be blessed with healing transformation. So profound. We're talking about this, the alchemical transmutation. That's what put me to sleep too. And I'm building up for a full moon. Really? They have me fried, bro. I won't get no sleep or nothing. My daughter was up at 5. I realized it. I haven't been waking up like that, dude. I don't wake up till 6. And then I'm like, I'm going back to bed. I've been sleeping well. Really? It's been nice. During my whole fast. Right, you're fucking pissing me off. There we go. During my whole fast, I wasn't taking naps or anything. And that's kind of, it was like, well, I'm used to like having a meal and getting, comfy and taking a small rest. It wasn't happening. I was just filled with energy. And only since I got home am I being a little, but I'm also, having a period and that knocks me the fuck out. It's probably not really the period. I just have to lay there and hope to go to sleep. But not yesterday. I just laid there with the dog and was out, bro. It was like 3 o'clock. I had to wake up and start making hamburgers and shit for the kids. Really? Hey, I just want to point that out. I have a weird schedule here. My kids come home starving, so I make a pretty big meal in the afternoon and then a small dinner. Really? Well, they eat lunch at like weird hours at like noon and like 11 and noon. So by fucking 3 and 4 o'clock, they're starving. So I feed them big meals when they come home and then a smaller meal around like 7 or 8. Just kind of pointing that out. I don't know what your guys' schedule looks like. It's always been like that. My kids come home starving from school. So like dinner is, I guess you call that supper? No, dinner. In the country, lunch is called dinner, and dinner is the biggest meal of the day. And then you have a small supper. And that's what we have. Really, when my kids come home, I usually make them a big meal because they're starving. My daughter, if it's big enough, she will just eat chips later on. But my son, he's a macho man and he'll eat a whole nother meal later. So he came home last night and yesterday and he ate the crunch wraps that I made from him. I made them again. They wanted them again. Really? Yeah, I made them better. Way better the second time. He ate that and I had already made him 2 cheeseburgers and some french fries. So then he had that for dinner. Really? Why are you pointing this out? I have no idea why I'm talking about our schedule. Building new schedules, I suppose. The oracle of alchemy comes to you. You are being advised that something in your world, perhaps even your body, is going to be blessed with healing transformation so profound it can never be undone. And that's what happened. You know, I'm not kidding. I've lost an uncomfortable amount of weight to where I'm like, oh fuck, dude. Really? Mm-hmm. I've lost an uncomfortable amount of weight. But then what's funny is now they're showing me all these weight building, these training videos of muscle training. And that's usually what it is. You want to get rid of all your fat and then build up your muscle. And all of this again is, purging and everything. That's how it all happens, is your memories and all of this lies within your body. So my body is going through a huge transformation that's very visible. I'm pretty sure if you saw me, you'd be like, are you sick? No, I mean, it's just really noticeable. I knew it was going to happen, and I told people, like, this is not what you want to do. And if it was going to make me very unhealthy, I was going to stop. I started getting head rushes yesterday and had to calm down, but that's because I was doing fucking mopping and it was hot and shit. I was doing a bit in the evening. But the alchemical transmutation, when you change your inside world, it shows on the outside. It completely shows. And that's where it is like, she was talking all that shit like I was doing drugs. How dare you, bro? It really pissed me off, bro. I haven't seen her since. I have not seen her since. Not once. I haven't seen her. And you can hear her. She yells at her kid and shit. She's another one of those loud broads. Really? Mm-hmm. I haven't seen her walk her dog. I haven't seen her since all this happened, which would have been what, like a week ago? But and that's what are they doing? They're preparing me. I'm gonna put a baby in this body. I'd like to make it two, please. Really, I'm really hoping to do twins. I know the first soul, I don't know the second. You're like, damn, that's a lot of work. I know, but I'm destined for two. Why can't we just do, two for the price of one? Seriously, I'm hopeful. I mean, I don't know. I think about that. It's like you get no sleep with one. I know, but there's other people that have two babies. I just, whatever. I'm just saying, that's what I'm getting ready for. Are you serious? I swear to you, I'm not going on a triathlon. I'm going to have great sex and make a baby. That's what I'm training for. I get to have this great body right before I put a baby in it. Realistically, well, you don't want to put a baby in a bad body. Seriously? Hey, it could be an immaculate conception. I'm willing to take that on too. Seriously? It could. It could. Would you believe me if I told you? Probably wouldn't. Why would you call me a liar? Have I ever lied to you? Why would I lie about such a thing? I went and secretly had sex, got pregnant, and made up this whole thing. Don't you think I would be cursed for something like that? Don't you think a man would come out and say that that's not true? Don't you think something? And that's the cool thing. Now we have science. Like, they really want to know what's the genetics in here. It's got the blood of Christ. That's what it was made of. The blood of Christ. It was made of the G code. Seriously, I made jokes in the beginning. It could happen. I believe in miracles. Seriously, if I woke up one day pregnant, it could happen. Seriously, swear. I'm just here to have God's kids. It doesn't really necessarily mean it comes from that guy. Typically, that's how babies are made. Seriously, could be a fucking spirit. That's what happened to Mary. Really? They didn't tell you that part of the story. She told me. Really? Mm-hmm. The Watchers. Watch this. The spiritual repair is not simply a patch-up job, but a profound, and that's what happened before I went on the fast. My light body, I told about it, it was a Sunday. My light body exited the body, and they were doing an upgrade on my body. Really? They pulled the whole soul out of the body so that they could do something to the body, and then I just got back in it. What'd you do? Stop moving my seat, Norbit, is what I said. Really? Yeah. And then what? And then we started this bullshit. We started an oil change and a tune up. All right, anyways, the spiritual repair is not simply a patch up job, but a profound reconstruction that will change the substance, quality, and consciousness of the physical world reality. This will be a purging and reconstruction. Told you. And that's what I turned to fucking Kobe like a week ago or something. I was like, what the fuck is happening, Kobe? He said, you're going through a purge and this isn't going to end anytime soon. I think he told me that like last week, right? Really? Yeah. I was like, this is not, what the fuck is this? Why have I not come out of the I think it was with Bobby. That's what happened. It started with Bobby. I was like, how come I haven't shook this off yet? Is all you're purging. Oh, that's nice. Really? Have you enjoyed it? What is it? It's like popping a pimple. And they just keep popping it and just keep popping it. Really? Open heart surgery. Seriously? I'm going to have a beautiful body when this is all done. Just kidding. I guess if anybody ever wanted to be, flat stomach and all thin, I liked my body. I liked having big fat thighs. I liked it. Jesus. Whatever you want to change in your physical world can change. What is needed is a commitment to conscious, it'll grow again. Seriously? Yeah, my body will expand again to put it when the baby comes. Really? My hips will have to spread again and all that. Where do you think all the weight will go? Go straight to my thighs. Seriously? Mm-hmm. My boobs will get all big again with fucking milk. It'll happen again. Get fat cheeks. I would like to avoid the fat nose that pregnant women get. Can we avoid that? Really? We'll fill this body up again. We're going to put a baby in it. Not Cheetos. I don't even eat Cheetos. Growth and unconditional trust is the process. Don't give up until it is what you would wish it to be. You must believe in yourself and in the power of the divine. The art of divine alchemy will express itself through you and the world around you shall be blessed by its healing power. Healing process. All right, we did not get into Saint Germain, so we're gonna just have to keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah, we took too much. All right. I call upon the crystal angel of Aqua or Aura Quartz and ascending master Mary Magdalene, who loves us unconditionally. Thank you for the healing blessing of divine alchemy. And that's what it is. I was already going through this and I'm like, who is leading me through this bullshit? And they answered me yesterday. Mary Magdalene is here. Here she comes to save the day. Really? That was cool. And then I had my Kali. I was like, oh, we have the dark and the light. This is a perfect mix of greatness going on. Really? Yep, we're pushing you into the light. Bye bye, dark days. May I be gifted with unsustainable faith, or may we be gifted with unsustainable faith in the complete healing transformation possible with higher consciousness. May that which has become damaged be repaired. May the consciousness that has become diminished be received in unconditional love. May all divine alchemists that serve unconditional love be empowered, supported, sustained, inspired, and motivated in their work until they manifest the divine potential, seeking to liberate through their service. Through divine will and my own free will, so be it. I gotta send this to the boys. I hate reaching out. It's just showing. I don't have to. I know they're watching, but sometimes I have to like reach out. Reach out. Just go like. If you wish to further integrate this, we're going to put this on the throat chakra. Let me clear my throat. Oh man, I have a deep throat. Stop with the fucking jokes. Shut up. My Holy Spirits are hilarious. Okay. I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime in all layers of my being to release any doubt or fear of my ability to know and embody higher consciousness. I choose to place unconditional trust in the loving transformational power of consciousness and cultivate my own awareness daily, aligning it into unconditional love. May the blessing of divine alchemy restore my physical reality into absolute alignment with divine will and unconditional love. May all divine alchemists be so empowered that together we can create heaven on earth for all. Through divine grace and unconditional love, so be it. I got a great download right then at the end. Before I give you this power, I'm going to just keep charging it. Imagine when we come together and people come to us and we can just manifest it. Like they come together and it's like, what did they want? All right, well, let's think it together. Let's come up with an idea and make it be. And that's what it is. And then we send word. All right, well, we collectively manifested this for your life. Believe and have faith that it shall be, and so shall it be. Really? Yeah. That's the God, that's the power God gave us, guys. He gives us the idea, and all we have to do is believe in it and take the minor steps. to make it real. You go to God, and God gives you the answer, and you believe in that answer, and you do what it takes for that to be your answer. You don't search outside yourself, you go to God for all answers. So I saw this vision. It says, may all divine alchemists be so empowered that together we can create heaven on earth for all. Meaning we're sitting together and they come up to us and they're like, just like Jesus, hey, they're hungry. Everybody's hungry. What should we do? Well, what do we got? What are we working with? All right, this is what we're going to do. God, bless this. Bless this meal. Bless us. We must feed these people, God. And then all of a sudden, God provides. All of a sudden, we see cows coming in from the fucking forest. Now, naturally, somebody's got to kill that fucking cow. That might be, somebody else's job, but somebody's about to feed us. We're eating steak tonight. Ask and it shall be given. We're sitting there in the woods and we're hungry. God, help us. He's going to send us something to eat. We know this. Or he's going to tell us, go into the forest and grab a rock. There's food out there. He'll tell us what to eat. God, it's getting cold. The weather's coming in. What should we do? He'll guide us into a cave, or he'll teach us how, or he'll stop the weather itself. He'll show us what animals or what hide, how to protect ourselves. That's what that means, you guys. Hey, man, and that's what it means to be an alchemist. I don't know what your fucking problem is. Come tell me. God, what they got a problem with their bills. What should I tell them? He gives me an idea. I give it to you. Go apply this idea in your life. It came straight from God. If I don't know, then we're both fucked. But why wouldn't God help me help you with your problems? That's what it means. That's what people want, is that ability to have all of those great ideas. The great thing is just to give peace. God said he's going to do this for you. This is what you got to do. I asked God what's going on in your life. He said that this is what you got to do. Now, if you don't believe me, then go ask your mom what to do. Go ask somebody else. But mine comes from God. I literally went to God himself, and this is the vision he gave me. Now, you're going to have faith in me and my God to apply this to your life, but it doesn't fail. There's one great walking example of that, and that was B. B will never forgive me. And she told everyone about it as she stabbed me in the back as I left. Her messages are still in my phone. 9 of them I never read. From that day, when I told her I didn't want to hear about her baby daddy, she went completely mean on me. But it started that. Her baby daddy, when he got put out, he took her car. And so she was always stressing him because she needed the car. She had the baby. Doctor's appointments, she needs to go to get food, she needs a car. And she was stressing in him. And I sat down, she told me this whole story, and I told her, you don't need him. You just need the car. But if you look at it this way, that all he got is the car and that God will give you a new car, then you can let him go. She's like, girl, you're right. You're right. All I needed was the car. I don't need that motherfucker. So then the next day, I believe what happens is she goes and she tells someone what happened. I didn't know the whole story. All I know is the next day she pulls up in a new car. She said, you were right. And I got a new car. And I told her, I was like, God's going to give you a new car. So what happened? She went and told somebody what was really going on. She's like, so-and-so. I'll tell you the whole story. He's part of a trust fund and his family. So she went and told the family, we're no longer together. And he took the car and I'm kind of struggling. They said, so they took her and bought her a new car off the lot or wherever it came from. It was a brand new car. And just like that. And what was meant to be was her to release this man. You don't need him. See, now you have a car. Stop stressing him. But she didn't. She kept stressing that he didn't want to be a dad. I was her. Every woman is. That doesn't have a strong man. And so I tried to teach her those things. You know what I mean? You're attractive. Not just to him. Your attraction level are high. You can have it. And we went out and she felt good, but then she only wanted his attention. But he, you know what I mean? And that's it. He gave her his attention when he realized that she was doing good. And then she went back to dealing with him and she wasn't doing good no more. Alchemy is the ability to transmute people's pain and suffering into positivity, into lessons, into understanding. That's my ability, is to take this from you, to take your woe and give you a, you know what I mean, some hope, some faith, some mercy, some understanding. Why did he fucking do this to me? I can't fucking believe him. He's such a terrible person. Come here. Let's talk about this. And I can talk you down to where you can have understanding, forgiveness, compassion against the person that did this to you, and also enough healing to get over it and be okay. It doesn't mean it's not going to rise up again and you're not going to get mad again about what they did. But now you have what I said in you to calm you down. Are you going to listen to your own thoughts, or are you going to listen to what I told you to think? And that's the whole point. I told you to think differently. When I do, and that's why God wants me so badly to go out and talk to people. I'll just be sitting out there and they come up. It's like, geez, God, they poured their whole fucking shitty life on me. Did you make them feel better? I did. But I feel like shit, God. You'll be all right. Do they feel better? Yeah. And that's what he uses me for, and that's what he wants me for. Sometimes my judgment comes in and I'm just grossed out by your whole situation. Going back to what was going on with Morgan. Morgan feels like I'm attacking her all the time because I'm pushing her to be better. I could have just told her, hey, bitch, you need to buy a car seat before you buy a car. That's just dumb. I didn't say it like that, but I eventually did. And I offended her. And that's why it got so bad. But I did say that. Morgan, you're going to get a car seat before you buy a car, right? Why don't you tell your dad or any of these people you're running around with no car seat? If he's willing to buy you a car, why don't you ask him to buy you a car seat, bro? Why don't you see this as important? And it was the same thing that I got into a fight that I threw at B. And I told her that. B, you're supposed to be out here pretending to be such a great mother, and you're running around down fucking Hampton in the fucking security car, to go to the drive-thru, and you don't even put your daughter in a car seat. It's serious to me. I'm passionate about some things. And so I bring them to your attention, and you want to get mad about the shit? B, I don't want to hear about your baby daddy today. You're supposed to be my friend, and I listen to you about Bobby and all these other fuckheads, and na. Don't listen to me. And I won't listen to you then, because I'm not listening to it today. And that's where it is these relationships with people are contractual. They just want you to listen to them and validate their feelings and make them feel good. But when you don't have nothing to give to them and you're not making them feel good, they're going to make you feel bad. And they're going to tell everyone that you're a bad fucking person because you stopped giving to them. That's the shit I don't like. I don't mind giving. I don't like people that just overtake, and then when I have no more to give, they stab me in the back. They forget all the stuff I gave to them. For her to call me Morgan, to say that shit, all I know was she was jealous, bro. She was jealous. First off, Morgan, I couldn't invite you. And, but she was jealous about the Bone concert. That was the first time I went. I never went to any other concerts. She had only heard of that one concert. She's like, you're over here leaving your fucking kids so you can go to fucking concerts and get drunk and chase dick. I knew that was full jealousy as she stated it. But it was hurtful because she's accusing me of something and she's supposed to be my friend. She knows I'm not chasing dick. She knows I don't drink. This is the first time I went out in public, and now you're using it against me, that I did something bad. And then you know what I mean? I literally had just got done telling her we were sitting in front of, the guy was doing it yesterday again. He must go out there and barbecue every day. He brings out his fucking radio and he barbecues his dinner every day outside. I'm gonna do the same shit. I want grilled fucking chicken. I want grilled meat all the time. I can go outside and make my dinner outside. There are benches, and it's literally all I gotta do is carry my shit from inside downstairs and sit outside and have lovely dinners outside every day. So I'm sitting out there and I'm like, girl, it's 2 more weeks. I have 13 days before I'm off my fast. And I'm going to be out here grilling, dude. I'm going to be cooking all kinds of great stuff. Really? I was like, you can join. And then she sits there and she's like, and I was like, could you even pass a drug test, Morgan? She's like, what about you? Look at you, all fucking skinny and shit. It was so mean of her to say, accuse me of doing drugs. You're supposed to be my friend. You know I'm a priestess. You know I don't associate with drug addicts like yourself. And you're going to accuse me of what you are? It was hurtful, bro. You're supposed to know me better than everyone else, and you're going to go and lie on my name? What do you think God did to her for that? Or is going to continue to do to her for that? That's just wrong. I just was trying to help her be a better person. That's all I'm ever trying to do is get people to be a better person, and they don't want to be better. I went to Mecca yesterday. What is it? It's a dispensary, and that's where I met Sophie. I met Sophie at the Mecca over in Aurora. My spirit just woke me up in the middle of the day and drove me to this far ass fucking dispensary far off in Aurora. I recognized it because I used to go to the Mecca on Federal, and it's hella good weed. So I found out that there's a Mecca right near my house next to the Shorties. I can't believe they took down Shorties. If I had money, I'd open that bar, dude. I'd open that bar and restaurant. I'd make it something else. But in that whole parking lot is all kinds of Jewish, and I'm like, dude, when I start eating, I'm gonna come over and try all this stuff. Really? There's an Indian all-you-can-eat buffet down there. I don't want to try new stuff. I don't know. It's lots of great stuff in this area. Anyways, I went to Mecca, and as I was going in there, I wondered if I would see Sophie because they had made Sophie a manager at Mecca, and I didn't even know they had a location. I was like, I wonder if she's down here. And it was something like that. Sophie came to me, and all I was trying to do was help Sophie, but Sophie didn't want to hear it. She tells me that she stalks her boyfriend. She would park down the street and just sit there for hours watching his house. I told her to stop, but she wouldn't stop. She told me that people at her work would hate on her, and then she told me how she acted, so I told her to stop, and she wouldn't stop. I was just trying to help you be a better person, and that's what these bitches come at me all the time. I'm just trying to be a better mom. I'm just trying to be a better person. I'm just trying to be a better person until it comes to doing the work. Everybody runs around saying I'm trying to be a better version, I'm trying to evolve, I'm trying to rebirth, I'm trying to transform, I'm trying, but nobody's doing. It's the act of saying that you're trying. I'm not trying, I'm doing. I am becoming a better person. I am breaking my patterns. I am doing all of this. I'm not trying, I'm doing. Trying is the thought of it. Doing is the action of it. You don't try to be better, you be better. And in your strides to being better, you might slip back a little bit, but you're already better than you were once you start doing it. You don't try to be better, you become better every time. The trying is a thought of it. Really? Yeah. Saint Germain, I'm gonna go on my little mission today. I need to get ready and stuff. We're gonna hit the streets. I'm going up north to find this stone, take my kids, do all kinds of goofy stuff. Really? It's an adventure day. My son probably woke up and is like, why am I not at school? I'm gonna fuck with him. What the fuck are you doing here? You didn't really? Yeah, I like to mess with my kids a little bit. Like, you didn't catch your fucking ride? Why are you still here? I thought he was staying home. Just mess with him a little bit. Really? Just a little. I like to mess with my kids a little. Kind of fun. Seriously, you don't know what's going on. Nobody ever knows what I'm doing. Little do they know I'm taking him to the dentist. You don't know. Nobody knows. I never know till I wake up. And then even that, I'll have plans for the day, and then I could have a cry and it's done. Looking at my dog curled up on my pillows right now. I could just curl up with her and say, fuck today. That's freedom. Not really. I'm going to do the right thing. All right, so we're learning divine alchemize your own experiences and teach others. Powerful like me, you're going to have to do the work like me. Quit trying. More doing. Love yous. Laters. Bye-bye now.